Hello everyone. Today we are playing Manor Lords. I have not played this game in a while. I know some things have changed, but I appreciate its aesthetic. Today we are doing a peaceful playthrough. We're going to make Nice Man here. He does look like a nice old man. And we will make this coat of arms a nice big heart to show just how friendly and loving we truly are. Now, I'm just going to keep the default template Rise to Prosperity, and we are going to be choosing the Devil's Hill map here for today's playthrough. Here we are. Looks very nice already. And we're going to zoom in on our families here and just take a quick look before we get started. How beautiful. Now let's zoom out and take a look around and see what resources we have available to us on this map. I do have some eel in the river there. Looks like there's an iron deposit. We may get to that a little later. It's not a rich deposit, but first and foremost, I do want to place a granary and supply depot. Let me get these placed, and I already have something in mind for this layout, and I think it will be very aesthetic. Now that our granary, supply depot, and fishing hut are placed, we can get going, get our folks constructing over here, and place a logging camp. We will need plenty of timber for our plans. Just testing here. Want to see what a bridge is going to cost me across the river here. This little curve in the river, I'm setting up, or planning to set up, our town center around this area. Now, luckily, we don't need to worry about flooding in this game yet. It may be something they implement in the future. Now let's just zoom in before things get chaotic and soak it all in. Just the look, the music, it can be beautiful. We are running out of food, so we will prioritize this fishing hut as our people are hungry. Now let's get that built. Skip ahead a little bit here.
Nice work.
Now that things are better, let's take another look around where we want to set up, get an idea, get a vision in our mind of what we want our settlement to look like. I do like the way this looks already. We have some stone over here, which will come in handy in the near future. But we are just trying to get up and running for the time being. So we'll get some burgage plots set up momentarily, and we should be good to go. I want to set up a little waterfront marketplace here, but I am testing the limits, seeing if we can build plots this close to the water. Does not look like it. Some boundaries there, either too steep or too close to the water. Nonetheless, we are going to do what we can to make this place look phenomenal. Okay, so we're finally building homes for our families here. We'll start out with some plots right near our little industrial base. We don't have quite enough materials yet, so we will just wait a little bit until we can gather our timber here. So now that we have these plots started, let's take a look and see how fertile the land we're on is. Judging by my resources, I believe we will have some pretty good farming opportunities here, and it appears I am right. Now let's get a well in place here for our townsfolk. Very, very important. A few more plots just to get everyone housed. Look at that. Got our little settlement cruising along now. Just kind of building up our resources and plots so that we can expand on this little, I wouldn't call it a peninsula, but some little outcropping of land surrounded by water. It looks very nice. Let's take a look around the plains of our region here. Very happy with how this looks so far, but it's going to look even better once I get going. Now that our burgage plot is complete, we have reached the small village level. I haven't tried this Bamberg Smallholders Origins perk, I guess you could call it yet, but it does seem to be fairly interesting, and I think that's the one we're going to go with today. We're not going to set any of these up yet. We need to buy another ox first. I think that's the best bet. Now, you'll have to excuse me. I'm not the most familiar with this game. I still have plenty to learn about optimizing and the intricacies that are built into it. I do find it fascinating how complex this game gets, especially as you reach the later stages. Now we are building our main road here. My plan is to put the church at the end of this road and get a nice little town center right on this little tract of land. We're just gonna move some folks around here so we can optimize a little early game and get things up and running with the limited amount of families we have. Here we go. We are going to start building out our road system for our settlement. I'm thinking something that flows along the lines of this land mass here. But with an integrated grid system, so we can lay our plots and buildings out fairly neatly. Now let's take a look at what we've gotten so far. I'm quite happy with the progress we've made. It may be small, but we are going to make this thriving little environment for our virtual friends here. The last thing we'll do today is place our church. Of course, this is going to be the center of our town, and we're going to base everything around this focal point. Appreciate you guys joining me today. If you have any suggestions on how I could improve this playthrough, or any game mechanics I may not be aware of, feel free to let me know. I am more than welcome, more than happy to hear any comments that you may have. and I am very, very appreciative of your feedback. Thank you, and have a great day, and see you soon. Bye.